Hello, my name is Dr. Ridwan Fontaine. I teach Islamic management at the International Islamic University Malaysia, and today we will focus on the fifth part of Surah Al-Baqarah. So far we've seen that there's a switch to the Muslims. We've talked about the legacy of Nabi Ibrahim. We've talked that life is a series of tests, then we have to be patient and have sabr. And now we come to the central ayat, which is ayat 168. In Arabic it reads, يا أيها الناس كلوا مما في الأرض حلالا طيبا ولا تتبعوا خطوات الشيطان إنه لكم عدو مبين. And in English the translation is, O humanity, eat from what is lawful and good on the earth and do not follow the footsteps of Shaitan. He is truly your open enemy. So this is really quite interesting because the whole section we saw there's quite a few hukum, but yet at the center of this section where there's a lot of hukum, there's a spiritual problem, which is whether or not you follow the footsteps of Shaitan, right? Now, just to kind of give you a picture of what's going to be coming, there are two ways that Shaitan can trick you. One way, which is what this ayat is about, is instead of doing what is halal, you choose the haram. Okay, that's one problem. The second problem, which is going to be in the next video, is you pick what you like from Islam, right? You pick what you like from the different hukum, and you ignore what you don't like. So you kind of pick and choose, and that's kind of the other way in which Shaitan leads people astray. So there are many different things that I can say about this ayat. First of all, I was quite surprised because I didn't expect it. Right? So there was this long list of hukum, and in the middle there's this comment about not following the footsteps of Shaitan. And then I started thinking about my experience as a convert. I met a lot of people. They seem to have this impression that doing the things which are haram are kind of exciting, right? Because people always get excited by doing the things which are forbidden. But in my previous life, I used to do those things quite naturally, such as getting drunk and all that kind of stuff. And really, there's nothing exciting about it because at the end of the day, it's harmful for you. And it's not difficult to figure out that it's harmful for you to get drunk, it's harmful for you to smoke cigarettes, it's harmful for you to take drugs. This is kind of common sense. That's the first thing. The second thing is I met a lot of Muslims, they have this impression that when you can do whatever you like, that must be the key to happiness. But actually that wasn't my experience as a non-Muslim. When I was a non-Muslim, even though I could do whatever I wanted, I didn't feel that there was a purpose to my life. Like I was wondering, like, so what is this all about? You know, you go home, you go to work, then you go back home, you sleep, you eat, and then the next day you wake up and then you go back to work, and you basically do that every year, and then at the end you're old and then you die. It's like, so what's the purpose? And so when I was a non-Muslim, because I had no purpose, and I was trying to figure out things out, it was actually quite depressing. But because we like to pretend as human beings, I was always smiling, I was always laughing, blah, 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 blah. But deep down, it's like I was looking for what's my real purpose in life. And I think that kind of where I want to finish off with this discussion is, if you as a Muslim, you are attracted by what is haram, and you have this feeling that if I could do whatever I liked, I would be a lot happier, then you have to go back and figure out what is your purpose of life. Because once your purpose of life is clear, then all of these things which are haram actually becomes not attractive at all. Okay? If they're attractive to you, it's because you're unclear about what is your purpose of life. Okay? In the next video, we'll talk about the second scenario where you pick and choose what you like from Islam. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh.